Hello, dear students. Good morning and welcome to everybody. So, आज आरंभ करिए सेशन को लास्ट यूट्यूब सेशन फॉर दिस मंथ. तो आज तुमर अनएकाडेमी विषय किसी इंपोर्टेंट इनफॉरमेशन टिके फास्ट शेयर कर दवा. So it is one of the largest online platform across the country. Here you will get everything. Okay, you will get unlimited access, recorded courses, Indian best educators man तुमको पढ़ाइबे. तेणु don't get late and subscribe as quickly as possible. Plus यही सब तुम फीचर्स अच्छे देखिए प्ले फीचर्स फ्री या प्लस क्लास भितर तुम डिफरेंस कौन अच्छी फ्री रे कौन सी जिनस तुम कंप्लीट नो अनलिमिटेड नो रेगुलर नो माने सब जिनस लिमिटेड लिमिटेड डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस मध्ये तुम कौन लिमिटेड. ओके, प्लस रो सिलेबस कंप्लीट तो अनलिमिटेड प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट रहबो, अनलिमिटेड पीडीएफ रहबो, रेगुलर डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस रहबो टॉप एजुकेटर्स मान का द्वारा. सो सब्सक्राइब नाउ, डोंट गेट लेट. स्पेशल क्लास जो फीचर्स अच्छी एटी कौन रही इंटरैक्टिव सेशंस रही, पोल फॉर लर्नर्स रही, नेवर मिस ए क्लास रही, लेक्चर नोट्स रही, एनी टाइम एनीवेयर रही. प्रत्येक तम फीचर्स भितर भी किसी एडिशनल एक्स्ट्रा फीचर्स अच्छी. जस्ट चेक इट आउट एंड एगुड़ा गोटे देखी दिए भल भाव. सो लॉट्स ऑफ अदर फीचर्स आर देयर एज वेल. वी आर नॉट गोइंग into them in details. So just have a look at the plan and price and the discounted price as well. Okay, you have monthly and quarterly, half yearly, yearly and 2 yearly. Okay, biannual price plans. The price, discount price structure. So Unacademy विषय की इंपोर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन तो अबे मैं आरंभ करेगा आज का टॉपिक को as usual. Just a minute. So here is the first question for all of you. Honest, rewarded sooner or later? This is a beautiful question. You will end up learning a lot of things from it. And anyway, so I am giving 15 seconds. Sorry. Go through the question and after some time we will discuss. Okay, let's start the discussion. As you can see, this is the subject and this is the verb. This is B3, I mean third form of the verb. Sooner or later. These are adverbs. Here later is an adverb and also is sooner. Okay. As you can see, the sentence intends to convey a meaning that those people who are honest, they get the reward. Okay, sooner or later, right? I mean, in due course of time, the time may be a bit late, or they may end up getting the reward soon, but definitely they are going to get it. Okay, if they are honest. So as you can say, in place of the subject, we have used honest, which is actually an adjective. And in English, adjectives cannot be the subject. A subject should always be either a noun or a pronoun. So now we have left I mean, we are left with a couple of ways to correct this particular part. So it's better you write the. Okay, the before the word honest. Once you write the before honest, then the honest. The word honest when preceded by the. Okay, it starts functioning as a plural noun and refers to those people who are honest, or we can say honest people. Okay, don't do anything, just write the before honest, and the combination of these two words, the and honest, okay, becomes plural noun. And already are, which is the plural form of the verb, is already there. So the remaining part of the sentence is absolutely okay, no need to correct it. So only one correction was supposed to be done here, right here. Before the word honest, you include the. The honest then becomes a plural noun, okay, and honest, no longer then acts as an adjective, it becomes a noun. So that's how you have to correct the sentence. And the remaining part I have already told you. The is an article, honest. The part of speech of honest is an adjective, but when used with the, it becomes a plural noun. And consequently, the subject of the sentence are here acts as the helping verb, rewarded is the main verb, the third form of the verb, sooner is an adverb. Then here you have a conjunction, coordinate conjunction, and it connects sooner, okay, with later, right? Later and sooner both are adverbs. I told you a few minutes back, so the analysis is completely clear, okay, and over. Let us now switch gear to the next question. Every morning the sun rises in east. So that's the sentence, another wonderful sentence, and you have 15 seconds to react. Okay, let us start the discussion. As you can see, the subject start right away here. This is the subject, this is the verb. Okay, every morning is an adverb phrase. In fact, any phrase that starts a sentence is called an adverb phrase. Okay, so every morning is an adverb phrase. It's the answer of when. This phrase is a phrase indicating time. Then comes the subject. Then comes the verb. As you can see, the sentence follows present simple structure, tense structure, and here is an error in this part. We need to improve this part. Okay, east, west, south, and north. These are directions, right? And we all know that for the directions we must use definite article the, right? So add the before the word east to make the sentence grammatically correct and logically meaningful. Now the remaining parts of the sentence are quite easy to understand and do not need any specific or particular mention, I suppose. So now let's move on to the next question. The sceneries of Kashmir is very, very charming. So this is the question, and you have 15 seconds to answer. Okay, let's start. As you can see, this is the subject, and what follows the subject is a prepositional phrase, and then you have the verb predicate part, and what follows then, what follows next is an adjective phrase. An adjective phrase always ends in an adjective. The noun phrase always ends in a noun, and a prepositional phrase either ends in a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so you can see sceneries. The subject which is written here is wrong. We can't say sceneries. We shouldn't say sceneries because it is an uncountable noun. Scenery itself is an uncountable noun, and the scenery being uncountable cannot take either s or es after it. Number one, and number two, we can't use any definite, indefinite article a or an before it. Okay, you can't say a scenery or an scenery. An scenery anyway cannot be used, but you can't say a scenery too, right? So because scenery itself is uncountable, so don't an uncountable noun doesn't have any plural form, right? So instead of writing sceneries, you write it scenery, the scenery. Here at this place, we must use scenery. The scenery of Kashmir is very, very charming. Okay, it's very charming. Each of the students has to type their own research paper. Okay, let's start. As you can see, this is a prepositional phrase, and mm, from this part of the sentence to this part, okay, it's a noun phrase, and here this is the subject. Each is the subject, and what you need to remember, related to is each wherever it is used, it's a singular subject, it carries a singular sense, and hence whatever verb has to be used, okay, after it needs to follow the singular form as well. And not only the verbs that follow each should be singular in form, but also the possessive determiner, if any. If at all there is any possessive determiner in the sentence having each, instead of being in the plural form, it must be in the singular form. Hence, instead of writing there, write his. Okay, instead of writing there, we must write his. Is that clear? So don't write there, write his. The reason being, each is a singular, subject, and hence the subject is singular, the verb should be singular, and so also the possessive determiner, if at all there is any in the sentence, that also should form the follow the same form and remain in the same form as well. Suppose if you are late, you will be in trouble. So that is the question, and you have 15 seconds to respond. Okay, let's start. See, in this sentence, suppose and if are superfluous. Both the words carry the same meaning, and hence, the only way out to correct the sentence is by eliminating any of these words. It's better you strike it off from the sentence, and the remaining part of the sentence becomes absolutely correct. If you are late, you will be in trouble, right? So there is a condition in the sentence stating one, the listener, okay, to face some problems in case he or she gets late. Okay, that's warning. That's an admonition given to this listener concerned. So there is a condition that punishment will be levied upon him. Okay, he will be punished only when he gets late. So strike this word off. You can do the vice versa as well. Had you taken off if, then through the sentence would have become correct. But anyway, it sounds better if you keep if in a sentence and strike off suppose. And one thing I would like to say that if here acts as a subordinate conjunction, you becomes the subject or the main verb late adverb. Clear? And in the in the clause that follows, you is the subject, will is the auxiliary verb, be is the main verb, in trouble. In trouble is a prepositional phrase. In is a preposition, and trouble here acts as the noun, the object of the preposition. Okay, so that's how the sentence is all about. I'm sure there is no trouble with regard to the meaning, the parts of speeches. Okay, and the clauses, there are two clauses. The first clause is a subordinate clause, and the clause that follows is a main clause. Okay, so thank you all. We'll, probably this was the last YouTube session, okay, of mine, and thank you. I had a very beautiful association with all of you. Thank you so much. Take care.